A local manufacturing plant with cutting-edge technology holds its annual sales event next week.
There is some relief in sight to the drought across East Alabama. We'll have a somewhat wet forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, we're going to talk about a ton of players who signed the dotted line yesterday on National Letter of Intent Day. We're also going to preview the Oxford and Athens football playoff game. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hi, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Steadham.
The crew at Bear & Sons Cutlery in Jacksonville is bracing for a big crowd. More than 3,000 people are expected to come shop at its 41,000 square foot facility on Bear Boulevard next week during its annual knife sale. Items including kitchen cutlery, butterfly blades, and stealth military knives will be sold at prices that will slice up to 80% off the retail prices for the items.
We started doing this 27 years ago, and it's just been a complete success. Nowadays we have folks flying in from Texas and Arizona, got folks coming down from Maine and Massachusetts, got a couple of folks coming out of Arizona and a couple out of South Dakota.
Bear & Sons Cutlery has been hosting the November sale for 27 years. The event gives shoppers an opportunity to buy Christmas gifts at the start of the holiday shopping season. So
it's really a bargain if somebody's wanting to stretch their Christmas dollars.
The local business manufactures around 400 varieties of knives at the Jacksonville plant, producing about 1,200 every day. Most of the blades are shipped out for retail sale at popular stops like Bass Pro Shop and Buc-ee's, but some don't make the cut. Each one is inspected for imperfections, and those that have even the most insignificant flaws are put aside for the sale. Imperfections, for example, like the one on this Damascus steel blade on a knife that usually retails for about $400, will be sold next week for $100.
Most everything's really going to be $5 to $60. You're going to get the first quality stuff. You're going to get on up, there'll be some stuff up to $200 like on a Damascus buoy.
By Friday, the business had already prepared for the sale, having separated and stacked the sale knives in the manufacturing building in an open area next to the manufacturing site of the plant, which will be partially open for observation when the sale kicks off.
What we brought out is a import line. It's made to our specs and our design, but this is ITEL, it's dishwasher friendly, and you're looking at $6.99 up to $12.99 on the kitchen line per piece. 502D, almost $400 retail with a leather sheath. It'll be $110 here at the sale.
The annual sale will be held November 16th through 19th at the Bear Boulevard facility, which is near the Chief Ladiga Trail landing in Jacksonville.
You're going to come in and you're able to actually walk through the manufacturing process. Not all the equipment will be running, but for the most part everything will be up and running. You'll see people, all the craftsmen out there working on knives, finishing up knives.
When we come back, Jacksonville is gearing up for lots of out-of-town guests this weekend.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Jacksonville is getting ready for a big group of visitors from around the state this weekend. The city will host this year's Alabama Recreation and Parks Association State Volleyball Tournament on Friday and Saturday, with some games possible on Sunday. The event's expected to draw more than 30 teams and about 500 players, plus their families, for the weekend. The city is making gift bags for the players, and they're asking for local restaurants to provide coupons for the visiting families or to donate food for the coaches and support staff on game days. These tournament games will be played at the Jacks Pard Community Center, the Jacksonville Christian Academy, and Jacksonville High School. If you want to watch the games, admission is $5 per person per day. Ages 5 and under are free. Admission includes an armband that will allow you to go between the game sites without having to pay again.
When we return, a Heflin church will be hosting its fall festival this weekend.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
If you still don't have enough pumpkin spice in your bloodstream, you might want to take in Saturday's Fall Festival at Heflin Baptist Church. This free event will have plenty of activities for everyone in the community, according to Chris Miller, student minister.
Got a lot of great things going on. One is we're having a wild game cook-off. So if you never had deer, squirrel, catfish, anything like that, then you need to come down and at least try you a sample. But we're also having the traditional fall festival kind of things, you know, bouncy houses, popcorn, hot dogs, you know, the regular kind of stuff. So bring your kids for that.
The Fall Festival will be held at the church on Almond Street from 5 to 7 p.m. Saturday.
But one of the things that we're trying to do is make sure that you know that Heflin Baptist cares about our entire community, not just kids, not just adults, but everybody.
Well, John told us yesterday the clouds are building up. It's a little bit grayer out there. Still warm.
Yes, it's actually very pleasant today.
It's very nice today, but overnight, that's what we're going to be talking about.
Today's great,
next.
But tomorrow's coming.
Right.
John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center with all the details. John?
Mike and Katie, the 80s are gone for a while, maybe for a long time. We've got much cooler weather and wetter weather coming to East Alabama. We'll have the complete forecast details for the weekend ahead next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Even with all the clouds today across East Alabama, temperatures were still 10 degrees above the average, topping out at 77 this afternoon. Way above average this morning, again about 10 to 11 degrees above the average. Our average low this morning was at 54 degrees. Record high temperature 83, not too far from there. A long way away from our record low, which is 22. Sun rising tomorrow on your Friday morning at 6:10. The sun setting tonight once again at 4:45. Weather on your street for a Thursday night. Look at that. We got some rainfall in there. Parker Boulevard in the heart of Weaver tonight. Some light showers. Now, it's going to take a while for the rain to arrive. This will be after midnight tonight. So we're looking at 58. Most of the evening, we're going to be in the 60s and 70s. But there will be some light rainfall, but that'll be in the wee hours of the morning before it arrives here in East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, this is kind of the transition day from dry weather to wet weather and from warm weather to cooler weather tomorrow. We'll have scattered light rain out on Duke Drive in the city of Heflin. 65 for the high tomorrow, so not nearly as warm. And yes, we will have some very light rain showers passing through from time to time. Again, this is not a heavy rain event, but we will see a little bit of moisture coming up during the day on Friday. And looking ahead to the weekend, passing light showers on both Saturday and Sunday. Taylor's Chapel Road, they're in cold water. Just get ready for kind of a cool, damp weekend, to be honest with you. Temperatures both days only going to be in the upper 50s for highs. We won't see much of a range in temperature from daytime highs to nighttime lows. The big story will be we expect anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall in total coming up over about the next 3 days. Here's the 7-day forecast. We're seeing some icons here that we have not seen in a long time. High rain chances Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, about a 70% chance of rain each of those days. But keep in mind, this does not equate to heavy rainfall amounts. This is just the coverage of that, about 70%. It won't rain all day if you got weekend plans. This is not going to be a washout. We probably need that, but that is not in store for us. But what we are going to have is a little bit of beneficial rainfall. Highs in the 50s on Saturday and Sunday, as we said. Nighttime lows dropping down into the low 50s. And we're starting to see a more progressive pattern develop across East Alabama in the next week or so. It's basically we're going to be looking at temperatures that are going to be more seasonable for this time of year and more chances for rainfall coming through. That will be a little bit more frequent. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s, with some more rain chances by the middle to end part of next week. Well, here it is. We do this every week, the drought monitor. Here's the latest drought monitor. And as you can see, and as we expected, just about all of Calhoun County now is in a severe drought. Still most of, or all of Cleburne County still in a moderate drought, but you can see, again, look back off here into North Alabama and into South Alabama. We are looking at extreme drought, even some exceptional drought up in the extreme northeast corner of Alabama. We don't expect that this is going to change very much, despite getting a little bit of rainfall this weekend. For the most part, we expect by next week that everyone here in Calhoun and Cleburne counties is going to be in a severe drought. It's going to take a lot of rainfall over a long period of time to break the drought. Coming up, we will have the weather tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., bright right here on EAN. Join us at 6 a.m. for that complete breakfast and morning forecast. And coming up next, it's sports. Namath Pitts is going to talk about some more college signings locally here in East Alabama. Namath?
It was a big day yesterday at Oxford, where Zayana Whitfield was the first player to commit to play, or sign rather, I should say, to play Division I basketball for Tennessee State University. Here is Zayana Whitfield announcing her signing to Tennessee State officially.
First, I want to thank God for that. I know let this be possible. Thank my parents. They sacrificed a lot. Time, taking off work, money, all the traveling. Came with a lot of good memories, though. I want to thank everybody who has been along the way. My teammates, coaches, everybody. Even my dad. He woke me up. He be waking me up early in the mornings, pushing me. We been in the backyard, putting in a lot of work. So, I want to thank everybody who came. That's all I got to say. Oh, and if y'all don't know, I live at Tennessee State University.
Oh, yeah. Zayana Whitfield has been playing for the Oxford High School girls basketball varsity team since 8th grade. That includes all Calhoun County Championship games, the North-South All-Star Game, the Class 6A State Championship, but her signing a scholarship to play basketball at NCAA Division I Tennessee State is obviously the biggest accomplishment up to this point. It was also a big day at Alexandria inside the gym, where 9 high school athletes signed to play college sports. Here it is yesterday. You see the 9 athletes right there. Let me tell you a little bit about these 9 athletes who signed yesterday. Again, Alexandria, not just a full gym full of support from friends and families, but it was those 9 tables lined up. Of those 9 were 6 baseball players, 2 softball players, and a golfer. Jill Cockrell committed to play softball at Alabama Huntsville. Christian Hess committed to play softball at Northeast Alabama Community College. Marley Hedgepeth committed to play golf at Snead State Community College. And here's the baseball players. Andrew Allen committed to play baseball at Arkansas State. Tripp Patterson committed to play baseball at North Alabama. Samuel Henniger committed to play baseball at Wallace State Community College. Aiden Broner committed to play baseball at Charleston, West Virginia. Ian Cartwright committed to play baseball at Montevallo. And Evan Snow committed to play baseball at Gadsden State Community College. Congratulations to all of those Alexandria players on signing to play college sports. It is officially playoff football time in the state of Alabama. And for Sam Adams and the Oxford Yellow Jackets, they're getting ready to host Athens. Athens is a 3 seed coming to Lamar Field. Oxford, obviously, there's Sam Adams right there. They feel very good about where they're at coming into the playoffs in terms of health. and they're looking for Mason Mims and Kamari Hampton to lead them through the playoffs. Oxford obviously is facing an Athens team who has faced a familiar opponent, same as Oxford, in Hartselle this season. Athens plays in Region 7 with Muscle Shoals and Hartselle right there. They lost a close one to Hartselle. They fell to Muscle Shoals. They beat Fort Payne in overtime. They have some noticeable wins this season, and they're very similar to Oxford in their passing numbers. They run a 3-3-4 stack defensively, really sound special teams team, and so the Oxford Yellow Jackets will be at Lamar Field this Friday, opening up the state playoffs in Class 6A against Region 7 number 3 seed Athens. That's it for EA and Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today.
You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed. You can watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.